So are we just virtual signaling, or are we actually going out there and saying, you know what, I stand for something that is absolutely biblical and God-fearing? But that's not happening right now. We've got a bunch of people that are out there that all they're doing is protesting because they're either getting paid to protest, or they're doing it intentionally. Again, it's sad to see that someone actually lost their life. That is really sad that it got to that point. It should never have got to that point. We have leaders in our country right now that with their mouth is causing it. So do I blame the leaders in our country right now caused the death of that individual? Yeah, absolutely. When you demonize law enforcement and the rhetoric that's coming out of their mouth, what do you expect? What do you expect? You say they're evil, just like in Islam, in this Islamic State, in Iran, and other places where these kids are being brought up and they're being indoctrinated that the Jews are evil, kill the Jews, kill the Americans, Christians are evil, death to America. We hear Iran chanting that all the time. So my question is, when you're indoctrinated with that kind of rhetoric and that kind of mindset, are we not surprised that someone's going to get taken out? Someone's going to lose their life because of they're believing all this garbage that's coming out of our government's mouth. So neither side is perfect. Absolutely, neither side is perfect. Both sides are flawless. Both sides can take a chill pill, sit back, and actually let's look for God in this. Where is God? Where does God stand in these roles? Again, like I said, I am not perfect. Ask my wife, ask anybody. I make mistakes. I fall short. You shouldn't. Where did I come from to where I am right now? It's a vast change. But where I am right now and where God wants me to be, that's a vast gap. There's no way while I'm here on earth that I am going to be up there where God wants me to be. Do I want to try to strive to get to that? Absolutely, I want to try to strive to get to that. But will I get there? Not while I'm here on earth. Absolutely not. None of us will. None of us are perfect, and none of us are going to make it right now on earth. We're being sanctified. And that's the process we're in right now. We're either following Satan or we're following God. There is no in between. There is no middle angel or middle God or middle view. You're either the father of lies or the father and the creator of the universe. One of the two. Who are you going to follow? You're going to follow his rules, Satan, or are you going to follow God's rules? And that's what we have right now. And that's what Paul is talking about in Romans. In Romans chapter 1, there's no excuse, absolutely zero excuse to say there is no God. Okay, because look at the vast universe. Okay, look at nature. Just take a walk outside for a second and look outside. Look at the trees. Look at the sky. Look at the mountains. Look at the frogs. You're telling me that we just happen to poof come into existence? That's kind of absurd. When you really sit down and think about it, think logically. If we have those a few brain cells that are left to actually use them for good, think about that. Who created this place? For what purpose? And what are we supposed to do? Don't give me this argument that, well, I didn't ask to be brought into this world. Okay, I didn't ask to be. So why do I have to abide by God's rules, God's laws? And yeah, why? Why do I have to? Okay, well, here's the deal. It's God's court. It's his ball. We play by his rules. We don't have a choice. I'm not God. I didn't create all this. Okay. I'm grateful that I'm here. I'm grateful that I have an opportunity to actually do something. Okay. And I'm hoping through the time that I have here, the little bit of time that I have here left on earth, that I might be able to make a difference. I'm hoping. But when you start looking at all these different religions that are out there, that it is man's striving to get to God, we're never going to get there. Mormonism, never going to get there. Okay. False religion, Islam, false religion. Okay. The sad part is they love it so much, but Muhammad didn't even know if he was going to make it to heaven or not. Oh, if Allah wills, that's it. We don't know. He didn't know. Where's the security in that in our hearts, knowing that we have a loving God? If we had a loving God, which we do have a loving God, then wouldn't you think that he would create a way to get back to him? Yeah, absolutely he would. So my point is my question is, where are we standing? Are we going to stand on the side of truth and righteousness? Or are we going to stand on the side of deception, deceit, lies, lust, and the world? Which side are we going to stand on?